you can sit back and do what I think you should do, certainly, is own Bitcoin, own Ethereum on a 10-year hold, walk away. And the only people who can do that comfortably, I think, are these very long-term investors.
Wait a minute, everyone. We all agree that the crypto market never sleeps, but with countless newsletters out there, how do you choose the best one for you? Bitcoin Zella stands out with its simplicity and clarity. We've crafted an experience that anyone can dive into, whether you're a crypto expert or just a new to the crypto world. Now guess who keeps his eye on us? The author of best-selling book Rich Dad Poor Dad, Robert Kiyosaki. And we want to take this opportunity and thank all the people who trusted us, and we read every comment. And the best part, it's free. Subscribing now means you will get all new information for free. Don't just follow the trends, stay ahead of them. Subscribe to Bitcoin Zella today and enjoy the new edge. In today's video, Dan Tapiero, Managing Partner, CEO, and CIO of One Roundtable Partners and 10T Holdings, discusses why he believes that Bitcoin and digital assets are among the best investment opportunities they have seen in his lifetime. Enjoy.
Look, I think everything changed in the summer. The Larry Fink comments that Bitcoin was a global asset, an important global asset, was a big change from what he'd been saying 2 years previously, that Bitcoin was for fraud and money laundering. $10 trillion wealth manager, we all know about it. And of course, he didn't say those comments without knowing, in fact, that there was going to be an ETF and that they were going to be, one of the big sponsors. So January 11th, all 11 of those ETFs came out. And that's really been a game changer. If you think about looking forward, going forward, you basically onboarded around $50 to $100 trillion of available capital through equity accounts and brokerage accounts around the world to Bitcoin. I mean, previously you needed to set up a Coinbase account or Kraken or Gemini. Some people weren't really comfortable with that. The entire over-aged 50 crew, they all have stock accounts. They all have brokers, RIAs. And now they just, can push a button and they own Bitcoin. And so we thought that would be powerful, but it's been a lot more powerful in terms of how it's affected people's mentality in the space. And I tell you this firsthand experience because we have never marketed our funds. We have 1.4 billion AUM now in the 10T1RT funds. We never marketed directly to U.S. institutions. We have 2 or 3 institutions, but they're through personal contacts of mine. Texas Teachers is a big investor, as is Michigan's pension fund, MERS. But we've never marketed to them. For the first time since I had the idea for this fund in the middle of 2019, New York-based financial institutions are interested in talking to me about what we do. And it's very, very interesting. I'd never had that kind of reverse inquiry. And remarkably, they're actually starting to move quickly, which is almost an oxymoron. A U.S. Institution moving quickly. They get the ETF. They get the interest that their clients are showing through the ETF. And as you may or may not know, we are the only growth equity fund in the world that's exclusively focused on crypto, blockchain, Web3, digital assets. And so they understand equity and private equity. And so the companies we invest in, they're more developed. They're making $40 to $50 million, I would say minimum for the most part in revenue. It's not really venture. Last thing I'll say is that, Bitcoin and Ethereum, I think, are established assets. They're core assets. That's why they will have ETFs. I think the Ethereum ETF is also a big part of the future. The other cryptocurrencies, they're more venture projects. They're more speculative. I think Solana is maybe moving towards becoming a core asset, but it's not there yet. So I'm very bullish when the slowest part of our world, this U.S. institutional world that, has been slowest to the game, they're starting now to pick up interest, and I'm seeing it firsthand. I don't know, Anthony, if you've been seeing it. You're sitting there in New York all the time. I'm in Greenwich, a little outside normally, or in, as I mentioned before, Dorado.
Bitcoin has delivered a healthy reset to bullish sentiment thanks to a key BTC price indicator hitting 8-month lows. In a post on X, formerly Twitter, on June 27, popular analyst On-Chain College said that classic patterns were repeating on the Bitcoin Mayer multiple. Bitcoin is still at $60,000, but a strikingly bearish mood has accompanied its latest 17% dip. The Crypto Fear and Greed Index is challenging 2024 lows, and across social media, there are few signs that the average hodler expects a price turnaround. The Mayer multiple, however, is arguably suggesting that a recovery could soon take shape. The indicator measures Bitcoin's current price against its 200-day moving average, and the resulting ratio is used as a buy or sell signal. Its creator, Trace Mayer, originally gave a reading of below 2.4 as buy territory. Conversely, for the Mayer multiple to hit the 2.4 level, the price would need to be nearly $140,000. BTC/UST last achieved a 2.4 reading in March 2021. The Bitcoin Mayer multiple is now at a level not seen since October 2023, despite price at $60,900 now versus $29,900 back in October. On-Chain College wrote in part of accompanying commentary, "A healthy reset of sentiment to shift back bearish while being at twice the price." Extreme lows of the Mayer multiple do not always correspond to BTC price floors. In mid-2022, the indicator bottomed at around 0.47, but it was another 4 months before the price did likewise to mark the pit of the bear market. Price strength is a popular topic of debate in June, as the Mayer multiple is not the only buy signal currently valid. Bitcoin's Relative Strength Index, RSI, has also dipped into oversold territory across multiple timeframes. On the daily chart, RSI was previously at this week's levels in August 2023, a time in which other bull market support trendlines, such as the short-term holder cost basis, were being violated in a similar way to now. The last time the RSI was this low, Bitcoin had just consolidated for 3+ months, just below the key resistance at 30. Popular trader Joe wrote in part of his latest X post on the topic. We're looking at 3+ months of consolidation below 70 now. History repeating.
Look, I think you have the Bitcoin ETF, and now we're going to have the Ethereum ETF. When people try to understand what Ethereum actually is, you can read Antonopoulos' book on Ethereum. It's a bit mind-blowing. Programmable money, smart contracts. You need a different level of understanding. But if you make it through it and you understand why Ethereum is so important, why it's a core asset, you start asking yourself other questions like, what is all of this stuff going on in the space? I understand there's Bitcoin and ETH, but what are layer 2s? What are RWAs? What are NFTs? Now people are saying, well, how could meme coins have $60 billion of value there? What's going on there? People laugh about meme coins, but if you do the work, there's actually something more going on there underneath the surface. And so then what they do is they start looking at the businesses in the space, because there are many of them. And I will tell you, and I say this often, there's nothing that I know with a 99% degree of certainty, but I know one thing, okay? 99% degree of certainty, in 5 years from now, Coinbase is not going to be the only public, large crypto blockchain business in the world. And so what I think happens is that a bunch of the companies that we've invested in start to go public.
The crypto community eagerly awaits the launch of spot Ethereum exchange-traded funds, ETF, in the United States, and some analysts believe they could attract massive capital flows into the market. Bitwise's Chief Investment Officer Matt Hougan is optimistic about the potential of these investment products, predicting substantial inflows into spot Ethereum ETF within the first months of trading. Ethereum ETPs will attract $15 billion in net flows in their first 18 months on the market, Hougan declared as part of his June 26 X post analysis. Hougan's $15 billion projection is based on a thorough analysis of available data, including a comparison of Ethereum's market cap to Bitcoin's the international crypto ETP market, Grayscale's Ethereum Trust, ETHE, conversion, and spot Bitcoin ETF carry trade. The analyst expects investors to allocate to Bitcoin and Ethereum ETF roughly in proportion to their market capitalizations. Absent other information, I'd expect investors to allocate to BTC and Ethereum ETPs, roughly in line with their market caps. BTC, $1.266 billion, 74% of the market, and Ethereum, $432 billion, 26% of the market. Note that Hogan arrives at the percentages by accumulating the market capitalization of the top 2 cryptocurrencies only. And do not forget to subscribe to Bitcoin Seller. The most important news will reach your inbox on a daily basis and for free. I do not know why you have not subscribed yet. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more daily updates. Remember, knowledge is power, and we're here to empower you on your financial journey. Until next time, happy investing.